Hi, Janelle here with Sheep Hill Herbs. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another video. I'm really happy you're here today. I'm an artist and an herbalist. And what does that mean? I make art. I went to school to be an art teacher. I like to paint and draw, but more recently and more specifically, I make rug hookings with wool strips. And you can check those out over on Instagram at Sheep Hill Herbs, or at my Etsy link, which is the first link in my description below. What is an herbalist? An herbalist is someone who studies plants and how they can be used for the mind, body, and spirit. That's my definition. How to energetically help the body with plants. And so I want to share today in this video a program for beginners. If you're interested in becoming an herbalist, it is not my program. I wish I had one. I really probably would need a year to write out a full course program. But it is one near and dear to my heart that I love, that I think is great for beginners, especially if you want something that is more like folk herbalism, folklore herbalism, has a very artistic, creative component to it. And I'm going to share that in just a minute. The way you can get it is by going to my link or my link wall in my description below my Etsy link down below. And in my link wall, I have a white tab that says The Science and Art of Herbalism, Rosemary Gladstar. This is the course information, this big binder. You can purchase her online version, but I wanted the tangible, hold it in your hands version. But yes, I guess I gave away the secret. Rosemary Gladstar's The Science and Art of Herbalism. This program, I love it. And I'm going to tell you some more about it. But just for a moment, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button, and leave a nice comment down below. And I'll be sure to reply. Okay, so let's get started. Rosemary Gladstar, big name in herbalism. I guess the first herbalist that I ever read about, or first books I ever read about herbs, were Rosemary Gladstar's books. She has been on the herb scene for a long time. And definitely in the herbal community, people know her name. But perhaps if you are interested in skincare or natural things or beauty, you have heard of her too. Her name is pretty well known. So Rosemary Gladstar, I was always really fond of her books and her writings and her teachings and watching her videos and everything that she would put out there. I just absorbed like a sponge. My basic training as an herbalist was done through the School of Natural Healing in Utah, which I do recommend that school program. It is great. It is a lot different in feel and flavor than Rosemary Gladstar. I also want to say that herbalism is not a licensed profession. It is something you can get a certificate for, but not a license from the government. It's more like, here's your certificate. And there are a lot of, I'm not going to get into it in this video, but a lot of ways, I guess if you're going to be an herbalist, there is jurisprudence or ways that you should practice so that you are not sought after by Big Brother. So herbalism should be a very free giving profession because herbs are free. The plants are free. They've been here forever. They grow with abundance and speed when you let them. People have been using herbs, eating herbs, tending plants, growing plants for as long as humanity has been here on earth, much longer than any of the other modern day medicines. So there is a slippery slope with how to be an herbalist, but there are many ways you can do it. Having a health food store, working alongside of someone like a chiropractor is a way. Being just like of service in your community, teaching is another way. But anyway, I wanted to get to the program that I'm talking about. So the Science and Art of Herbalism course ends up, when you finish it, with a certificate, a lovely certificate from Rosemary Gladstar team. And this course is not like as comprehensive as like a master herbalism program, which is what I signed up for with the School of Natural Healing. That was many years. This is designed to be done in a shorter amount of time. You do not have to submit lessons. If you do, let me just get out a booklet. Rosemary Gladstar's team will correct your work, and as you go through each section, so this is like lesson 1. Each lesson, I think there's 10 lessons. Yeah, there's 10. Have a booklet like this, and on the back are all the questions that you have to answer. When you email them back to her team, they correct them, send it back. After you get through all 10, then you can get their certificate. But that does not have to happen. You do not have to do that to be an herbalist and to enjoy herbs and learn about them. But that is one way to go. So my link that I have in my link wall down in my description for her program, and I want to encourage you to please use my link if you're interested in her course, because I do have an affiliate association where when I recommend and someone buys through my link, it does credit me some financial credit. And so I'm not recommending her program just because of that. I really just sought out what I felt was the best. Like, if I were to write a course program, like, this is something that would be close to what I would write in the style and the flavor. It's very much like me. Like, I just felt like, I don't know if I could write something better than what she wrote. It's just so perfect. It aligns with me so much. So I just feel wholehearted in sharing it. And so you have all kinds of lessons on how to make things, lessons for women, men, pets, going through many of the body systems, folklore, artistic approaches, growing plants, harvesting plants, identifying plants. It's really rather beautiful. I really enjoyed adding this to my much more, I guess I would say, a little dry, more scientific learning that I did with the School of Natural Healing, a much more scientific approach where we got into chemistry and anatomy and a lot more of the science, not as much of the art. So I signed up for Rosemary's program because I really felt like I got to a certain point, I'm like, do I want to be this scientific as an herbalist, like clinical, or do I want to be more artistic? And because I am an artist, I'm like, I want to be the more artistic kind of herbalist. So if that's you, if that seems to suit you, then her program would be perfect for you. So that's my little advertisement for Rosemary Gladstar's The Art and Science of Herbalism program. It's 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. I love it. It's great. And if you're new to herbs and want to do something to really expand your knowledge, I would say dive into her program. Just remember to use my link down below in this video in my link wall under my Etsy link. Right there is the link wall. Click on it, open it up. There's a white box. It says Rosemary Gladstar, and click on that and you go over to her page and you can sign up for the program. So thank you and come again soon.
Ba-da-ba